Back again with another Keanu-thon review, and this one was just weird. The Prince of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I don't know what this film is trying to be. Like, it's a comedy, but it's not funny. There's one scene that made me chuckle, which I'll get to. But yeah, I mean, what was this film trying to be? I mean, it's like, it's trying to be odd for odd's sake. Like, John Mnemonic, that's an odd movie. But I'd rather watch that than this again. Like, is it a misfit movie? It's just... Okay, let me just get the plot out of the way first. You have our main character, Rupert, who is played by Keanu Reeves. And he's frustrated with his parents. His dad, who's played by Fred Ward. And Rupert doesn't really fit in. You have his mom, who is played by Bonnie Bedelia from Die Hard. And meanwhile, Rupert is in love with an older woman who is played by Amy Madigan from Uncle Buck. And one day his dad tells Rupert that he sees himself as the king of Pennsylvania, with his wife as the queen, and Rupert as the prince who will inherit his kingdom. And he shows Rupert an old trailer and asks him if he sells the land, what he would do with the money. So increasingly frustrated with how life is going, Rupert schemes with Amy Madigan to kidnap his father, Fred Ward, to get the money to enjoy a future together. And he is held in his old trailer. And soon Rupert discovers that the land has already been sold and the money is nowhere to be found. And getting towards the end of the film, he takes his dad back to his workplace at the mines. And there, Rupert believes that his dad hid the money in this like porta-johny, so Rupert, wants to blow it up. So he prepares dynamite to blow up this porta-john, and that's where the rescue workers come in and the police arrive on the scene. And the film ends with, Fred Ward getting back to his wife, and Keanu Reeves is walking down the road, and that's pretty much the plot. I mean, just describing it is weird. But, okay. Get into the cast. Keanu Reeves as this character, Rupert. Yeah, this character I didn't really care for. Even his acting, Keanu's acting in this film, it's awkward. Like, okay, this character is a misfit. He doesn't really fit in. But... this character, I don't understand, that, I gotta kidnap my father and, get his money. Like, Fred Ward is a great actor, from Tremors and Escape from Alcatraz. I haven't seen Remo Williams. That's a film that I want to check out. So Fred Ward's a great actor. But it's like his character, what did Fred Ward do that... Keanu's character wants to kidnap him. I know there's this little subplot in the film where Bonnie Bedelia is cheating on Fred Ward with this character Jack, and that leads to this one scene where Fred Ward, he gets mad, and you have the most awkward looking slap, like he slaps Bonnie Bedelia because there was an accident at work where Fred Ward and this character Jack were both trapped in this mine. And that's where Jack told Fred Ward that, he's going with his wife. So when they get back home, Fred Ward blows up, in front of Bonnie Bedelia, slaps her, then takes a VCR, goes outside with the VCR and throws it into the pool. So, But Fred Ward, I mean, again, he's a great actor, and I don't know... He's not bad in the movie. Okay, where I mentioned that one scene that made me chuckle. There's this one scene that did make me laugh, I will admit, where, Keanu, he's preparing to kidnap his father, so he drugged his coffee, and there's this one scene where they're at their workplace, and they're eating lunch, and Keanu, by mistake, ends up drinking his dad's coffee. So he tries to, there's this little scene where he tries to switch his lunch with his father. Even Fred Ward is giving him this weird look. And then Fred Ward's like, Rupert, you've been smoking dope. And just the way Fred Ward delivers that line made me chuckle. So that little scene right there where they're exchanging, like they're having lunch at work. And even Keanu Reeves, you know, because he's drinking his father's thermos. And, you know, he already drunk like half of it. And he's like, if we're going to work with each other, we have to respect each other's thermoses. And that little scene, that one little scene made me laugh, I will admit. But that's just one scene. And, you know, Fred Ward's reaction is, you know, Rupert, you've been smoking dope. Again, that one scene that made me laugh. But the rest of the film, you know, again, a lot of the comedy to me was missed. And, you know, Keanu's character, his acting is just awkward. Okay, Bonnie Bedelia, you know, from Die Hard, good actress, but she's given nothing to do here. Amy Madigan, you know, from Uncle Buck. Yeah, so she's in this film, and she runs like an ice cream stand out in the middle of nowhere. And you got the subplot where, you know, Keanu's character's in love with her. So, yeah, Keanu's character in this film, you know, likes the older ladies. Amy Madigan's probably, what, 15 years older than Keanu in real life? 15, 20 years older. So, yeah, you know, they have their relationship in the film. You have J.O. Sanders in the film as a trooper. But, you know, overall with this cast, I mean, again, Keanu's character, it's like, in a way you can't stand this character because, you know, he kidnaps his dad and he acts like, I don't know, in a way like a punk. Fred Ward, in a way you kind of feel bad for his character. But anyways, the film was directed by Ron, let me see here. Actually, let me go to IMDb. Ron Nyswaner. Okay. I know I probably messed up the name. Okay, Ron Nyswaner. Okay, this guy, let's see what else he's done. He wrote some episodes of Ray Donovan. Let me see here. No, actually, let me go back on that. He produced some episodes of Ray Donovan. But this guy, he also wrote the screenplay for Philadelphia. Yeah, with Tom Hanks. So the guy that directed this movie wrote the screenplay for Philadelphia, which is weird. Some Homeland. He wrote some episodes of that series, Homeland. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what this director was going for with this movie. Again, and it's a comedy drama, but I don't know, it's just the comedy that I was going for throughout the film, a lot of it was just missed. Written by the director, so again, I wonder what the character was, you know, not a character, but what the director was going for here. Even there's some, you know, weird scenes that I had to write down here, you know, with the film. You know, just the dialogue is weird. You know, weird dialogue, like there's this one scene where Keanu's character goes to this dance and he's dancing with a girl, and dialogue like, you know, yuckiness is truth. I'm like, what is this? What does that mean? And then you have another scene after where Keanu's character convinces Amy Madigan to help him out with this scheme. before he jumps on her and makes love to her, he's like, I don't want to be a tadpole. I want to be a dolphin. I'm like, what kind of dialogue is this? Again, I don't... But... Box office, for people that are curious about the box office, according to Wikipedia, it only made $5,415. So, was it a limited release? Again, there's not a lot of information about the film. Like, I'm on Wikipedia and there's not a lot of information. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I can say about this movie. It's just... It's not a full-blown rant. It's not as bad. I mean, Babes in Toyland's worse. Siberia's worse. It's just one of these films that, it tries to be odd. Like, it's trying to be a misfit comedy, quirky drama, comedy drama. But again, the comedy that they're going for here, to me, a lot of it was awkward acting from Keanu Reeves at points, and even you don't really care about his character. It's like this guy is a punk, See, I'm trying to come up with the words, to describe this movie. Fred Ward, he's not bad in the film. He's a great actor. Again, the one scene that made me laugh is, the having lunch at work scene. And, Keanu's going off about the thermoses, which you can find on YouTube. That one scene made me laugh. Cracked me up, I will admit. But, Bonnie Bedelia is not given much to do. You don't really care for the subplot and, where she's in love with this other guy, that she's cheating on Fred Ward. Amy Madigan, the relationship between Keanu and Amy Madigan, you don't really care about. The direction is just uneven. And it's not Keanu's worst. I'll say this about this film. At the end of the day, this is not Keanu's worst, but I can't really recommend either. You can see the film for yourself, but it's just a weird... It's a comedy that's not really funny, and a weird plot with our main character who's a misfit, and that nowadays it's like, I don't know. I mean, see, if I go on and on about this movie, I'll probably get more upset. But yeah, that's my review of The Prince of Pennsylvania. So yeah, it's just a odd movie. I mean, saw it once, probably won't watch again. So, but anyways, thank you for watching my review of this film, The Prince of Pennsylvania. I know it's a little bit all over the place, but yeah, it's just hard to describe this movie. Again, it's a film that saw it once and probably won't watch again. But next, I'll be reviewing Dangerous Liaisons, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you later.